Okay, we are live. Thank you for watching the behind the scenes of Today with Pastor Jay. And I'm so excited. We're going to get right in this show eventually. I don't know why I'm not seeing it, but I'll see it eventually. I'm sure. One of these fine days. Somehow. Let me look at it on here. Make sure I can see it. Boom. 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 Yeah, it says I'm live. Okay, there we go. All right. I'm ready.
You are now tuned in to Today with Pastor Jay on WNZF News Radio, where we discuss inspiring and informative news. And now here's your host, Pastor Geraldine Denny.
Good morning. Wake up. Good morning. You are tuned in to Today with Pastor Jay on WNZF News Radio, and I am your host, Pastor Geraldine Denny. And today we're diving into a story of health, faith, and transformation. My guest, Alan Lowe, is a local business owner, a podcaster, and now an author. He's a book author of Burning the Sugar. In this book, he shares how he reversed his type 2 diabetes by making intentional changes to his diet and how those choices reshaped his health and his life. So, Alan, I want to say welcome to the show again.
I was telling producer Mark here as I walked in the studio, I think this is the first time I've been in the studio that I haven't been running for an office. So
yeah,
it feels much better not having that pressure behind you.
Well, let me see. I'm trying to think. No, I had you on when you talked about your podcast. Remember that?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so this is the second time.
Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, you are now an author of a book. So what inspired you to write, and I love this title, Burning the Sugar?
Burning the Sugar.
Because, people don't talk about you having diabetes. They say you got sugar.
Right. We're burning it. And
so what inspired you to write it?
What happened was, my mother-in-law was living with us. She sadly recently passed away, but they said that she was diabetic. So they had the little finger pricking thing to test your sugar levels. And for fun, I felt nothing out of the ordinary. For fun, 9.5 weeks ago, I tested myself. Now, to give a little background first, the high end of a good level for sugar is, and I don't know what all, without getting into what all the numbers mean, the high end is 90. Okay, high end is 90. If you get above 120, you've got troubles. Okay. My number was 404.
What?
Yeah. I was...
So for fun.
For fun, yeah. And then it wasn't fun anymore because I was just a few percentage points away from a diabetic coma and I didn't know it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So for fun, you just pricked your little finger.
For fun, I pricked my finger, yeah. And the meter had been laying around for months. I said, I wonder what... Boom.
I wonder what this is.
Holy crap.
So what was life before your diagnosis? I mean, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. What was life like for you? You felt fine?
I felt fine. I felt nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary. Because, out of the ordinary for me is out of the ordinary anyway. But I felt nothing. I felt absolutely fine. And
you thought you felt fine. It was your normal.
It was, exactly. It was my normal, and my normal is abnormal. So
your normal was abnormal.
Abnormal, right?
But you didn't even know it. I'm just sitting here going.
I had no.
For 400.
404. Yeah.
A good friend of mine, died from.
Oh yeah, I was on my way. I could have been driving down the road, passed out, and had a car wreck. I had no idea.
She was at home. I think hers was like over 600 at the time.
Yeah, that's when coma hits.
Yeah, they came and got her, and
yeah,
and they couldn't revive her, and her organs started shutting down. Yeah, it was tragic.
Yeah, it's sad, and it's basically, I guess you can call it a silent killer because I didn't know. However,
sweet kiss of death. We'll call it that.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh my
sweet
goodness.
Part. Yeah. So I immediately started I didn't know what I was doing on day one, but I knew I had to do something. And the first thing I knew I had to do was drop that sugar level. And the fastest way to drop it was I just went on a 72-hour fast.
So I'm just thinking, you pricked your finger. What was your first thought at that point?
I can't say that on the air.
Okay. All right. Holy sugar honey iced tea.
Yeah, similar.
Similar to that.
Yeah.
And
it scared me.
Did you go to the doctor? Did you say I'm going to the emergency room? I mean,
well, previously,
uh-huh.
I had been told that I had prediabetes.
Okay.
And the problem with it.
But you weren't overweight by any stretch of
I've
imagination.
lost. I was 225 pounds.
But you're tall, though.
Yeah.
You're pretty tall. How tall are you?
6'1".
Yeah, so you're tall. I mean, so you weren't like over.
No, I didn't.
You weren't obese by any stretch of imagination.
No, it had everything to do with diet. I had vegetables at night because my wife made me.
Right.
Love you, honey. However, I had my chocoholic fits during the day when she wasn't looking.
Oh.
And I didn't know how badly I was doing.
400. So many people feel hopeless when faced with type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, they think it's a life sentence.
What gave you hope?
What gave me hope?
Uh-huh.
Well, honestly, I believe it was divine intervention that I picked that meter up and tested myself because there was no reason for me to do it. And I did it, and I believe it was divine intervention because I could have been driving down the road the next day and I had another, chocolate bar or whatever, hit that 600 mark, passed out, and killed somebody.
Which would not have been, that wouldn't have been good for me because I adore you. You know that. And if you had passed out, you know what would have happened? I would have had to come and lay hands on you just to resurrect you, just to kill you again. Because I'd have been mad at you.
Well, I'd have been mad at myself.
I'd have been mad at you.
Yeah.
So, you talked about divine intervention. So your faith played a role absolutely in this journey.
Without a doubt.
All the way. So how did your faith play this role? From the time that you believed that it was intervention when you picked up the meter and tested yourself. So how did your faith continue on this journey?
Well, the next step was to ask Jesus for help. I had no idea what I was doing, so I asked for help. And the first thing that came to my mind, honestly, was fasting.
Oh, yeah.
Faith and fasting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't we know about that?
Yeah, so that hit 72-hour fast, which, at about 12, and that was 9 o'clock at night when I started it. So about 9, 10 o'clock the next morning, I was hungry. I was hungry, but I wasn't going to get,
you know what I do when I fast? You're going to laugh. So I argue with my body. I tell my body, you are not the boss of me.
Well, I was telling myself that, but it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy?
No. Well, after a couple hours more, and it passed.
Okay.
The hunger passed, and I just started studying everything I could possibly study at that point while I was doing the fast, so that when I broke the fast, I would have a direction to go. And everything I was studying was leading me towards what they call a keto diet.
Okay. Yep. I'm very familiar with it.
Yeah. So I, not pure carnivore, but heavily into the fats and zero sugar. I have had no sugar for 9, and I mean zero sugar for 9 weeks. Not easy.
Oh, why are you cursing at me over here?
Yeah. Not even, there's this thing called a cephalic response, which a person who has a love for sweets like me.
Man, you come up here with all these fancy words, using curse words, all kinds of things on the air. Oh, okay, go ahead.
A cephalic response is when your body, for me, when your body reacts to sugar when there isn't any.
Okay.
So in other words, stevia, which is a sweetener, is supposed to have no effect on your sugar level. If I smell sweets, let alone taste it, my body as a natural reaction starts to kick off glucose. So I can spike my blood sugar level
by smelling it.
By smelling a chocolate bar. It's called a cephalic. Now eventually that'll wear away, but right now it's heavy prevalent. So I can have nothing sweet right now, or it just kicks it off.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Now is this everyone or just you? I mean, I've done the study.
It's common, but not everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, it's and that's why you have these diet sodas and diet sweeteners.
This has
and stuff.
nothing to do with that. But I've birthed 7 children, and I'm convinced that if my husband look at me, I get pregnant. So it must be the same thing about. My husband's in the studio.
He's
so
here.
Alan is looking over at him going, did you look at her? I mean, don't look at me, baby. Don't look at me. But I'm wondering, so if you smell a chocolate bar,
Yeah.
Pastor J is in rare form today. I'm in rare form. But if you smell chocolate,
My glucose level will go up.
oh my, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, neither did I. But I started testing
And it comes with a fancy curse word called what now?
cephalic response. I began testing my glucose. You know, I went crazy on this.
Right.
So I began testing I got track marks on the tips of my fingers because I poke and test my blood sugar so often. I probably test it 6-7 times a day. But what happened with doing that, I would log what I eat. I would log what time I ate.
And you learned what was
I
going
learned
on.
everything about what was triggering it. And so with that, and because I was logging everything every day, I had a way to write a book and show how to turn it around.
Oh my goodness. Well, we are going to take a break. This segment is brought to you by Church on the Rock, Judah One Aviation, and Great Eagle Strategies, our partners in faith and community. Stay with us. More from Alan Lowe and how he reversed type 2 diabetes and discovered freedom through faith and discipline. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. You're listening to Today with Pastor J. I'm in rare form today. I don't know what's up with me. My husband's over there like, there she go. Guys, turn the camera on. Turn the camera on, Mr. Denny over there, so we can put him on camera. We just need the camera so they can see you. I'm always talking about my husband. My husband's in the studio today, guys. Okay, see my husband over there. So everybody can see my husband. So they can see you shaking your head like.
Yeah. Just don't
There he
look
is.
at it. Don't look at it. She'll get pregnant.
Don't look at me, baby. Don't look at me. Hi, honey, over there. Oh, why you got your head down? All right, thanks, Mark. Why you got your head down? Look up at the camera so they can see you. All right, you ready? Welcome back to Today with Pastor J. And I'm so excited to have Alan Lowe, author of Burning the Sugar. That's what the title of his book is. And you just uploaded it. I think you're going to have the digital copy for Amazon.
Kindle version of
the Kindle
Amazon.
version for 99 cents.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's talk
I
about...
would have done it for free.
You would have done
but
it for free. You had to
I
put...
want to get the information out to people.
So let's talk about what that really means. Can you walk us through the changes you made in your diet and your lifestyle?
Certainly.
Okay.
So what I have, and this is my opinion, I'm not a doctor, none of that
okay.
stuff, my legal disclaimer here.
Okay. I'm a doctor.
Well, see, so you can...
Well, not a doctor of medicine.
That's right.
Yeah, I have.
But what happened was your body can function on two sources. Well, there's two sources of input for energy that your body can function on. You can
Okay.
either eat sugary stuff, and your liver just reproduces it out into glucose, and your body goes on, and then you begin to gain weight because your body's not using the fats; it's storing the fats. So if you cut off the sugar and you increase the fats levels that you eat, which means you can eat butter, bacon, and eggs. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Then your body will naturally transfer over to turning fats into glucose. So it begins to burn, like if you have fatty liver disease or overweight. I've lost 38 pounds in 9 weeks. And it will start to use the fats as the energy to make the glucose to function with your body. So I changed my diet completely over. I'll have 2 eggs and 3 strips of bacon for breakfast in the morning. And so there's a secret, I'll tell you. It's in the book.
What's the secret?
If you get hungry.
If you get hungry.
Now, some people
Eat grass.
No.
Oh.
Butter.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And not margarine, butter.
Oh.
Because your body feels satiated
Oh.
on a fat level. So if you take a tablespoon of butter
Just the thought of that.
And chow down.
So my daughter's 7, my youngest daughter,
Mm-hmm.
I am not exaggerating, used to eat butter when she was a little kid. I just found out recently
It's healthy.
that her older siblings used to take the butter and move it down so she could reach it when she was a little kid. And I just found this out recently. So, I love Christmas. So on the Christmas tree, I have a stick of butter. It's an ornament because, I have different ornaments.
Sure.
And so there's a butter ornament to represent her. But I just thought, wait till I tell her this.
Oh, it was healthy.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And
Wait, did you know margarine is 1 molecule away from plastic, by the way? Just a little known fact.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
But margarine and seed oils are the worst things
It's the worst.
you can eat.
Yeah, if you leave margarine out, bugs won't go near it.
No.
Cockroaches won't go near it.
No.
Nothing will go near it. Don't eat margarine. So butter.
Butter.
If you get hungry, eat butter.
If you get hungry, eat butter. Just a little bit. I mean, don't eat a stick of butter.
Still,
just a little bit.
the thought of that.
Oh, I can eat. I love butter. So, I'll
No
take.
bread?
No, just take that knife, cut a little tablespoon of butter off. Down she goes. But that will curb your appetite for hours.
Really?
Yeah. So because you're automatically satiated by the fats in the butter.
I'm starting to think how badly I want to lose weight.
I also use avocado oil if I don't.
I love avocado oil.
Yeah,
I have that.
I don't use any other type. You could use olive oil, but
Okay.
no seed oils.
Not peanut oil?
No seed oils.
Okay.
Avocado oil or olive oil, but I prefer avocado oil.
Coconut oil?
Yes, you can use coconut oil.
Okay, I have coconut oil.
Yeah, actually, that's very good for
I
you.
like coconut oil.
Yeah.
Yep, I have that.
So I changed all that stuff around, and well, I tell you what, the first thing I noticed. Now remember, beforehand I didn't notice anything because it's a slow progression.
Right.
First thing I noticed during my 72-hour fast was my eyesight improving.
What?
I was driving down the road and I'm looking around and I'm thinking, I must have cleaned the windshield or something because
Your eyesight improved?
yeah, unbelievable. Yes, all of a sudden I could see everything,
So-
like I guess I could when I was a kid, but I didn't notice the degrading.
So what was the hardest habit to break? And how did you overcome it?
Okay, so my wife,
Uh-huh.
I love my wife.
We love her too. We love grit. Mm-hmm.
She loves chocolate too, and she'll sit there beside me eating a chocolate bar right now.
So let's take this moment, turn to the right to Mr. St. Clair Denny and say, put the camera on my husband and say, please don't bring any more chocolate bars in the house.
Please don't bring any more chocolate bars in the house. No, but what happened was my mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure if I started eating chocolate again, I'd just go crazy for chocolate again. But now I almost despise it because I know what I did to myself using it.
Right.
And so it doesn't bother me really that she sits there and eats a chocolate bar because
I never ate a lot of chocolate bars
I was crazy.
until
Dark chocolate
Mr.
too.
Denny. We used to bring the chocolate in. He like,
Mm-hmm.
and he has a 28-inch waist.
That's
still,
one of my legs.
I think he was born like that.
Yeah, well, there was a time way back when I could eat whatever I wanted to eat.
That's
but,
him.
But that ended.
Now, did you have support? You talk about your wife with the chocolate bars.
Oh, she
Family,
supports
friends,
me.
community.
She supports.
Does she hide her chocolate bars? Now she's tiny still.
No, she doesn't hide them. I know where they are, but I just don't. I stay away. I have to stay away.
You have to stay away because if you smell them, it's over with.
Exactly. We have one cabinet where all the goodies are.
And you stay away from that cabinet.
If I open the door to the cabinet and the scent of the chocolate comes out, now there's a way to knock it back down.
Eat butter.
No, apple cider vinegar.
Okay, that's true. I've heard about that.
Yeah, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and it will blunt a glucose spike.
Wow.
So yeah, so I got a bottle of apple cider vinegar right beside the chocolate cabinet.
This is real stuff.
Oh, it's real.
Real stuff.
It's real stuff, and I've got all kinds of case studies. I mean, you talk to doctors now, and after all this started, I talked to doctors, and they wanted to put me on insulin and all this kind of stuff.
Of course they do.
And metformin and everything. No way. I said, I'm going to do this without medication. And
When did you realize? When did you first realize changes that you made were really working?
Well, I didn't feel anything until my eyesight changed, but
Right.
but I knew it was working when I watched the glucose levels
Starting to drop.
and my weight starting to drop. People don't believe this, but in that 72-hour fast, which was mostly water weight that I had at that stage, I dropped 25 pounds in 72 hours. And now I was drinking water, not massive amounts of water, but not eating anything. And I dropped down to 25. When I saw all of these changes starting to take place, I knew I was on the right track. So it was it was within the first 72 hours. But the eyesight thing, wow, that was amazing.
Now, did you wear glasses before or readers
Reading
or anything?
glasses,
Reading
yeah,
glasses.
reading
Do you wear your reading glasses now? Sometimes.
Yeah, when I read a lot now and my eyes start to get tired, I have to put
Right.
on the reading glasses, yes.
What encouragement would you give to someone who feels stuck in unhealthy patterns?
It's time to get down on your knees. It is, because we can't break our own habits without help. And if you don't have a supporting structure around you, other people or whatever, you're never alone, because Jesus is always there. So the way that I started it, not that my wife isn't supportive, she is, but I needed a higher level of support. I needed a kick in the butt, a high-powered kick in the butt. And so I got on my knees, and that's how I got it. And I would encourage anybody, because you can break it, and you don't have to be trapped in medication, and you don't have to be trapped in, I eat almost, other than the sugary stuff, I eat almost anything I want. So it's not like
It's just a lifestyle change.
It's a lifestyle change.
It
it's not a
is.
diet.
It's not a diet. It's a
lifestyle
lifestyle change. You know, 1
Exactly.
Corinthians 10:31 says, "So whatever you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God." And that's something that we have to remember to do, that we do it for the glory of God, right?
But you have to bring him in.
You got to bring them in. You got to bring them in.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got to take another break. This portion of the show is brought to you by Judah One Aviation, Church on the Rock, and Great Eagle Strategies. Businesses committed to building healthy, faith-filled communities. When we return, Alan will share how you can take your first step toward health today. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Today with Pastor Jay. How much time we have? 4 minutes. 1 minute. Okay, so guys, my husband and I are launching a podcast.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know when we're going to start recording. We've already got the first season done. It's going to be so wonderful. You guys are hearing about it because this isn't on the air yet because we took a break.
Secret stuff.
It's going to be great. It's called It Takes a Saint. I like the name. Yes, his name is Saint Clair. It's called It Takes a Saint. It's going to be phenomenal. It's about us.
He can't look at you while you're doing it, though.
I'm the pastor. He isn't.
Right.
So our first episode is called It Takes a Saint, huh? So it's going to be talking about how we met. And he'll give his hood version of scripture. I'll talk about it. And he'll talk about it's funny. He think he's funny. I'm funnier.
Well,
That
goes without saying.
That's what I say. That's what I say anyway. But it's going to be really good. There's just challenges in our marriage and dealing with church. And one of the episodes we talk about how he tried to do church announcements one time, but he equated a lock-in to like an escape room. But that particular episode talks about how we each have different callings and different skills, and how I stay in my lane and he stays in his, and maybe that's not his lane.
Maybe.
But it's funny. He is really funny. So it's gonna be.
Is it going to be out on YouTube, or where?
Yeah, it's gonna be everywhere.
Awesome.
But it's going to be funny. It's gonna be funny, and I'm looking forward to it. So this could be first time he and I working together we've worked together in business before, but this particular podcast it's going to be for everyone, churched and unchurched, because they'll get to see the differences between
two
us.
sides.
And how he was thinking he gonna have to go to church every day. when he married a pastor, and I was thinking, what else is there? So I'm like, duh. Yeah. What else?
Instead of being a PK, pastor's kid, you're
Yeah.
a PH.
Yes, pastor's husband. So, but and then, marrying me with kids, him not having kids, but it's funny. So
But it works.
It works. It works. So just talk about all of that. But anyway, we'll go back in. I got 4 minutes. Okay, I'm ready. We're back with Alan Lowe, and now it's time to talk about hope and practical next steps. So, Alan, what's one simple change listeners can make this week to begin burning the sugar in their own lives?
Well, the first thing that I would suggest is if you're drinking coffee and things like that, and coffee's fine, just find a way to get rid of the sweeteners. If you put sugar in it or whatever,
Right.
find something else. And that's easy first step. Now, I went hardcore into it, but you don't have to.
Right.
You can take your time and work your way into it. But that's the fastest. People sometimes drink coffee with their sugar. You need to...
That's probably, especially a lot of people drink a lot of coffee.
A lot of coffee.
Lot
so
of
one of the ones that really can make a difference.
How does this journey go beyond just food? What mindset shifts are important as well?
Like we said earlier, you have to bring Jesus into it because your body's the temple.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true.
And so you got to take care of it. It was given
It's the
to
only
you
body
as a
we
gift.
got.
Yeah, given to you as a gift. We don't have it forever. Some of us are happy about that. But we've got it. We have to take care of it because that's showing respect.
Definitely got to take care of it. There's an old gospel song that said, "There's a leak in this old building and my soul has got to move."
But yeah, that's what's working for me anyway.
What do you hope readers will take away from your book?
Well, it's a step. It's sort of a diary documentary backed up with peer-reviewed studies and so forth. What I hope people will take from the book is that there's a way to improve their life by they don't have to go on crazy diets. I don't count calories. I don't do any of that stuff. Just change what you eat. And the takeaway that I would like to see is that people become healthier just by reading a book and taking some action.
And it's 99 cents, and it'll be
99
available
cents.
hopefully by the
By
time the show airs.
Yeah, it
on
should be.
Amazon.
It's under review on Amazon right now. So it should be.
Okay, so that's how you can get a copy of Burning the Sugar. And how can they connect with you? Because you have a podcast. Give me the name of your podcast.
I have one that's connected. Well, it's at the Flag of the Voice podcast studio, but I do a podcast on this called Be Your Best.
Be Your Best.
And you can find it on Facebook or on YouTube or wherever. But yeah, Be Your Best. And we go through all of this stuff every week.
Well, thank you, Alan. And I appreciate you coming back again. So Alan Lowe has reminded us today that disciplined faith and intentional choices can change not only your health, but your life. His story is proof that with God's help, we can overcome what seems impossible. So I leave you with this. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow isn't promised. What are you going to do today? Maybe today you decide to take that first step towards health. Maybe you choose to change one meal. Maybe you simply pray for strength to keep going. Until next time, I'm Pastor Jay, and this has been Today with Pastor Jay on WNZF News Radio. God bless you. Have a wonderful day, and remember to burn the sugar.